Good morning class 12 students. Students, as you know, we are doing second chapter of Indian development economy, and today our topic name is features of economic policy pursued under planning till 1991. Students, here we are going to read about the policies of the government which were taken in the year 1991, and which words I have underlined are the keywords. Planning in India have witnesses a marked shift in the economic policies of the government in the year 1991. According, features of economic policies are often studied separately as a pre-1991 and post-1991. See, students, if we are talking about the economic policy of the country, we have divided that before the 1991 is the base, and we are going to read about the pre-1991 and post 1991. The present section of the economic policy, we are going to read about the policy period, economic policy period laid by the government of India after period between 1951 to 1991. Question can come, what are the economic policies laid down between the period 1951 to 1991 or pre-1991? Prior to 1991. So, what are the features at that time between the period 1951 and till 1991? First one is heavy reliance on public sector. Means that our economic policy prior to 1991 indicated that our country economic policies or all the industries, public sector, we were dependent upon the public sector. That means all the industry policies, all the industry setup are under the control of the government. Thus, industrial policy revolution in 1956, as many as 17 industries were reserved for the private public sector, as against 12 industries and earmarked for private sector. See, in 1956, 17 industries were reserved for the public sector, whereas 12 industries are reserved for the private sector. And the objective is for the socialistic pattern of society. That means there were no private sector, only socialist economy was ruling, were there. Second is regulated development of private sector. Regulated development means there was restrictions for the private sector. According to Industrial Development and Regulation Act of 1948, new industries in the private sector could not be established without license and registration. See, there is a restriction which has been provided by the government, and if anyone public sector wants to open their industries, they need to have their license and registration. Similarly, Monopolies and Restrictive Trade Practice Act in 1969 several placed restriction on the expansion of existing industries in the private. Monopolies were there, restrictions, trade practice were there for the expansion of the private industries. Why these restrictions were there? Why there was a need for the licensing? And because there was the governments want to regulate, to check the private industries. Clear class? Second is protection of small scale industries and regulation of large scale industries. Students, that time there was a protection given to the small scale industries, okay, and there was a regulation means that their needs of documents were there, restrictions were there, trade policy regarding the large scale industries. For the small scale industries to open, encouragement is done by the government. Financial institutions were made to help the handloom industries of certain area, whereas restrictions, licensing, registration policies were implemented for the large scale industries. Fourth point is development of heavy industries for the strategic significance. Industries like electric generation, engineering goods, and iron and steel industries were identified as a strategic significance, means of great importance. These industries were to be developed on a prior basis. The main objective of the government is to develop the heavy industries like iron, steel industries, engineering good industries, and electric generation industries. Fifth point is focus on saving and investments. Measures are being taken by the government, students, to that there should be investments, saving and investment done by the people for their economic growth. High interest rates are offered to promote saving. To promote saving, high interest rate has been promoted, while investment was introduced through subsidies and capital grants. And while investment induced was subsidies were given, capital grants were given. Sixth is protection from foreign competition. Domestic industries were protected from foreign competition. Means all the domestic industries the goods are being promoted and they are protected by the foreign competition. High import duties, through how they can be protected. High import duties and quantitative restrictions were levied on imports. By doing so, our domestic industries were protected. Seventh point is focus on import substitute. Prior to 1991, the main focus of the government was to develop or was to produce import substitute. It implied domestic protection of goods which were imported from abroad. The basic idea was to save foreign exchange and become self-sufficient. The main idea of the government was by focusing on the import substitute is that we can save foreign exchange because we were importing large of the goods from the country. If we make a substitute over here only, our foreign exchange will be safe and we will become self-sufficient. Eighth point is restriction on foreign capital. Foreign direct investment was controlled and regulated through the Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. FERA has been made, Foreign Exchange Regulation Act was made, and which controlled and regulates that no direct foreign investment was to be laid down at the time prior to 1991. Ninth and the last point is centralized planning. Programs of growth and development at the state level were aligned with the centralized planning. Whatever the programs of growth and state were done were among the aligned. Both the state and the central government are taking it. That is, the objective of growth is as specified at the state level did not contradict with the overall strategy of the growth. Means if the state is developing, it should be aligned with the central government so that the overall growth of the country took place. So student, this is very important question, that how was the condition or how was the economic policies were done before 1991. So these are the points. Students, please prepare your notes and write down in your notebooks. Thank you, class.